I can't thank this woman enough, this lady enough. She's been a tremendous person in my life, and she helped flip a lot of things that happened to me on a different scope to a new scope, and has truly taken my life to another level and made me want to appreciate her as well. I have the honor of introducing my wife, my beautiful love, Devon Mostert.
Hello,
what's going on, baby girl?
Hello.
How'd you like that introduction?
It was good, but my love, we have been married for 8 years.
8 years, yeah.
8 years.
I apologize. Sometimes
time flies when you're having fun. I'm proud of like the father you are. I think you're the perfect role model, and like in the fact that when adversity strikes, adversity always gonna be there.
Yeah.
Like you look it straight in the face and you're like, all right, what you got? Like, I'm gonna overcome whatever is thrown my way.
Yeah.
And I think that that's more important. And like, that's what I love about you more than you being a baller. Like, I didn't fall in love with baller Raheem. I fell in love with a guy that came from nothing and turned it into something.
Yeah.
Mostert takes off and goes the distance for the touchdown.
What place would y'all rather be right now, man? Come on. Let's be great today, man.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Raheem Mostert, host of Relentlessly Motivated, presented by Mercury. Super excited to bring this show to you guys. We're going to have weekly episodes featuring athletes, business professionals, and anyone that's overcome odds to achieve greatness. Check us out on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Really appreciate your guys' support, and enjoy the show.
Welcome, everybody, to Relentlessly Motivated, another episode of your finest. And today is a very, very special guest. This person has been a part of the journey throughout the years, been a part of my life for about 13 years. We've been married for about, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years,
8 years.
8 years. So
8 years.
8 years. It's awesome, man. I can't thank this woman enough, this lady enough. She's been a tremendous person in my life, and she helped flip a lot of things that happened to me on a different scope to a new scope, and has truly taken my life to another level and made me want to appreciate her as well. And so I have the honor of introducing my wife, my beautiful love, Devon Mostert. What's going on, baby girl?
Hello.
How'd you like that introduction?
It was good, but my love, we have been married for 8 years.
8 years,
8
yeah.
years.
I apologize. Sometimes
time flies when you're having fun.
When you're having fun,
Yeah.
a whole lot of fun.
I know. I can't even believe it's been 8 years.
I know, it's been 8 years. Can you believe that?
No.
2017.
We've been in this since we were 18.
18. We've been together since we were 18, folks. And it's been quite the journey. She's been there ever since our Purdue days. She played college soccer at Purdue. That's also where we met. Of course, you know me playing football. So
Are we going to get into that?
yeah, we're gonna get into that too.
Okay.
We're gonna get into that
All
too.
right.
And it's just been magical. I mean, we now have been married for 8 years. We got married in 17. And it's just been an awesome journey,
It's been a roller coaster.
It's been a roller coaster.
It's been a roller coaster.
It has.
But I've never wanted to jump off.
Nah, you haven't. Nah.
So.
You stuck through the thickest of thick and the thinnest of thin.
Yeah. And the ups and downs.
A lot of ups and downs. A lot of downs. But,
Yeah, but,
we're here
we made the
now.
best of them.
Yeah, we
So.
did. We did. But, starting with that, we met back in 2011, freshman year, first semester of that year, and we were talking. I had just gotten out of a relationship that was a high school relationship, and I wanted to move forward with myself and focus on college. School and football, and then I stumbled upon you.
Hey, the good things come when you're not looking.
When you're not looking. It's fun. It's the story of how we met is truly, it's funny. But it's also good. It's a relatable story. We met. She was working out in the gym one morning. It was 6 o'clock workouts or 5:30.
Yeah.
You had an early workout.
Yeah.
And funny enough, my teammate and my roommate, Akeem Hunt. Shout out to Akeem Hunt. That's my guy.
The best.
He actually noticed Devon coming out of workouts, and like the way it's set up at Purdue, before they renovated,
Before
right?
the renovation.
Before the
Back
renovation.
in our day.
Back in the good old days. They had like this balcony where there were meetings that overlooked like the weight room, but then there was also like a little breezeway that you had to walk through to get to the indoor field, and that's where you did your training that morning. And Akeem wanted to talk with your teammate.
Yeah, he ran down the stairs, like sprinted down the stairs. He was like, wait.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Yeah.
And he was like, who's the girl? Like, who's the curly haired girl on your team? Like, I want to talk to her.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
I was on top of the balcony and I saw them conversating through literally like 2 glass windows. And I was like, that's her. Like, that's the girl I want to talk to. Like, that's the girl I want to get to know. And funny enough, he was asking about your teammate. All the while I was asking him what your name was. Right. And so me being me, a tech guy, I went on good old Facebook and sent out that.
Now it's like Instagram and TikTok, but
Instagram,
back
TikTok,
in our day,
TikTok DMs, but back in the day it was Facebook message. And I sent you that Facebook message. Yeah. I wouldn't say I got a necessary reply ASAP.
No.
But I just shot my shot.
You were so sweet.
I was.
You were.
I was. I don't remember. I don't recall what I actually said.
I don't think I do either, but I think you were just like, I honestly think you asked if I played on the softball team.
I did. I did ask that.
Before we get back into the pod, I have to tell you guys about Doer jeans. These jeans are the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. They look good and make me feel good too. The material is 5 times the stretch of traditional denim, which allows me to move freely and comfortably whether I'm working out or just lounging at home. It's the kind of comfort I want every day. Doer denim is not only comfortable, it is also antibacterial. That means less washing, which is great for the environment and my schedule. I'm able to stay fresh and clean even with less laundry. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Does he really wear jeans in sunny South Florida? Doer jeans has me covered because they're designed to regulate temperature, keeping me comfortable in all types of weather. And last but not least, Doer denim is designed to last for years. So I'm not just investing in a pair of jeans, I'm investing in my style and comfort for the long term. It's a smart choice for both my wardrobe and my wallet. I know you'll love Doer as much as I do. Check out Doer's flagship store in LA and Denver, or shop online at shopdoer.com/motivated. Right now, my listeners can get 15% off site-wide when you use my special URL. You'll want to take advantage of this because Doer never goes on sale. To get 15% off, go now to shopdoer.com/motivated.
I think I was just so mesmerized that, I had saw you, especially now when Devon was in her freshman days. She had like this like teal blue, like little thing going on in the back of her hair.
Yes.
And I thought that was like the most attractive thing because I never saw that before. So like you were the only one that had that at the time. And so that just stuck with me.
In the soccer bun, it really stuck out.
The soccer bun too.
The blue hair underneath. So
yeah.
Caught your eye.
Yeah, you did. You did catch my eye. And it was, let's say it actually paid off.
Hey.
For me. I did I did my thing. I reached out to you and I asked you if we can, just get to know each other.
I think you asked me to go on a walk.
Yeah.
Around campus. So
what we did throughout the whole process of us getting to know each other, we would take like little night walks through Cary Quad and where her dorm was as well. So Cary Quad is also a dorm that football players and athletes stayed at, specifically. So that way, everything's a little bit easier at Purdue. So that's what we would do. We would go to the night spot, grab some pizza here and there.
Cookies and cream milkshakes.
Cookies and cream milkshakes were always a banger.
Honestly, you were so sweet because I'm a nerd. Like, if you know me, I'm like a textbook, by the rules kind of girl. And so I would pull all-nighters all the time.
Yeah.
I never got a B in my entire life. So I was a straight A student and I took my grades very seriously. And this guy would bring me like 2 a.m. snacks, a little pizza, cookies and cream milkshake. And you became my best friend. I never in a million years thought I would date Raheem. Nothing against Raheem. I just wasn't looking for a boyfriend.
Yeah.
And, you know, you made it difficult to resist. So you were so, so kind and would always bring me things while I was studying, or you'd be like, you need a break. You need a break from studying. You just need to come for a walk, get some fresh air, get out of the basement.
I'm the guy that's like trying to avoid the studying aspect of everything. You know, I'm trying to.
I changed that in you though.
No, you did change that.
I
but
did.
Early on, I was like, hey,
You're
look,
like,
C's get degrees, D's get degrees.
Yeah.
It's all right. You know, you'll be all right. I promise.
Not in my book.
Not in her book. Her book was like, no, you A's all the way. Like it was.
Oh yeah.
A or nothing. Like it was all in or all out.
Funny story. We took a horticulture class together.
Yeah.
And never once did I let Raheem cheat off of me. Honestly, sit by me.
Yeah.
You'd be like, why can't I sit next to you? We're taking a test. I'm like, you're on your own.
Let me tell you this. Like she would like do this test, right? In horticulture. And
I'd
like,
be done and walk out. And he'd be like,
she'd be done and like walk out with like before anybody else. And I'm like, dude, what the hell? Like you just gonna leave me hanging? Like I'm your man. Help me out.
I would just sit in the hallway and just wait for him to be done and be like, wow, that took a long time.
Yeah, it took a long time. I'm like, bro, this horticulture is tough. Like learning about plants and how they grow, like that's for me.
And we had to like take care of plants that semester.
Yeah.
I didn't take care of his plant. I only took care of mine.
Yeah. But my plant turned out good.
No,
though.
it was fine.
Yeah,
but like mine was
thing.
thriving.
Yeah, yours was thriving though. But
I took the measurements every week.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Yeah, no, I didn't help you at all.
No, you didn't. You asked me.
I got an A. He got a B.
Yeah.
So
you would ask me too, like, did you do your measurements to see how tall your plant grew? And I'm like, I forgot to do that.
I held you accountable.
You did.
I never did it for you though.
Yeah, no.
You were on your own.
My first semester, I failed philosophy.
Yeah, that was
and now
before I was your girlfriend.
That was before. That's when we were talking, but you didn't. I
didn't know your grade situation.
You didn't know my grade situation, and so I took that class the following semester and actually got an A in it.
Yeah.
So I was thrilled about that. But had I, it
made you take your studies more seriously.
Yeah, you did.
For sure.
You did. Yeah, and so that's the whole reason why I went to college too, was to, take studies very seriously, because I wanted to be the first person in my family to graduate. And I think that
amazing.
That was amazing. You helped me out for that, for sure. And I can't thank you enough for that. There's a lot of different things that both her and I have gone through throughout our lives together that ultimately made us stronger.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. I'm putting you on the spot now.
Here we go.
What was one moment in the journey of the Mosterts, right, that you felt like it at the moment it didn't seem clear, but then all of a sudden we had to stick to it, like, and we had to grow from it?
Are you talking about like our college days or our journey?
Anything, because
I think the coaching change for you in college was something that was difficult.
Yeah.
Just because you had a coaching change your junior year of football. And I feel like he just only played his guys.
Right.
It was like you went from playing to like he had this mindset of only playing my players. And you and your class weren't his recruits, weren't his players.
Yeah.
So you kind of had to figure out a way to get noticed again. And I think that's when you started running track. That's when we were all sitting in my parents' basement for Christmas and you were like, I think I'm going to run track. And we were like, okay, you're on your like 12th cookie, calm down, but like we'll support you.
Yeah, I was. And I was sitting in that basement, and I'm sitting there just munching on some cookies, and it's around what? It was like around this time. Like,
it was Christmas break.
It was
Christmas break. We were home for Christmas break.
Christmas break. I'm munching on cookies, drinking some milk. My mother-in-law makes some really good cookies, by the way. Chocolate chip cookies are just.
Shout out
to
Mama.
die for. Shout out to Mama. And so
that's what made this guy a 4-time Big Ten champ.
Yeah.
So no.
And so I was sitting there, I'm on the couch, and I'm looking at what I can do for this upcoming year. And I'm like, hey, look, I think I could run. I think I could compete with these guys, like, as a track runner. And Mama didn't doubt me. She did not doubt me.
No.
But you and Kevin, her dad, were like,
we were
whatever.
just like,
you guys are just
okay.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
yeah.
do your thing.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. You got to put the action in. You got to put that, those words into action. Yeah. And I actually did.
You did. And I mean, that was the year you were literally a 4-time Big Ten champ.
Yeah, it was a fun ride though. No, but going back to what you said about the coaching change.
It was the coaching change. Yeah. I think you were kind of like, should I transfer? Like, should I
was thinking
go
about
to Ohio State?
I was thinking about going to Ohio State.
I know, you really were.
Yeah.
And
we sat in your house.
Yeah.
And we had that talk. It was one of the many talks that I felt like changed our trajectory in regards to the career path and, me pushing forward.
For sure.
I was sitting on your couch and, we were just talking, and, we just had hired the new coach, and I felt like, I was putting in all the work that I possibly could to impress him and to be, a guy that could be reliable on the team, right?
Exactly, yeah.
And for me, it was devastating that I felt like I wasn't, being viewed as a player who could make plays for the team.
For sure. And you guys were like, I think you finished that season 1-11. Yeah. Or like, what was your record was terrible.
Yeah, it was bad.
Your talent was on the bench.
Yeah. It was like 3-7 to 1-11, or whatever.
I don't know. Like it ended.
My last 2 years weren't the best years of in regards to record, right?
Right. But your track is what put you on the
apart.
Yes, it's what put you on the map nationally because you were labeled NCAA's fastest football player.
Yeah, fastest player.
So that really is what brought the scouts to your pro day, where you just like balled.
Yeah.
I mean, your bench presses, your vert,
I showed out
40-yard dash.
Yeah. I didn't get an invite to the combine.
No.
Which is fine because
it's not a make or break.
It's not a make or break deal. If you do have dreams and aspirations to play football, and you're especially right now, if you're a big time recruit, or if you're not, you don't necessarily need a combine invite. I mean, I'm a 9-year vet right now.
Yeah, you're the perfect example.
Yeah,
of that.
I'm the perfect example. Like, I'm a 9-year vet right now, who performed at a high level in front of the scouts on pro day.
Yeah,
and it was I just had to set the bar straight. You don't need any of that other stuff. You don't need
a red carpet.
Yeah, you don't need a red carpet.
You just need an opportunity.
Yeah.
And you have always done the best job of just
striking, trying to get that opportunity.
Yeah.
And one thing that I do remind myself is that I just can't go back to, once I get that opportunity, I can't look back. Like, I got to keep it forward, keep it pushing, forward thinking all the time, because like, I'm just trying to do something that most people said I couldn't do.
Right.
And then I'm also trying to do something for myself and my legacy for my family, right? For us.
Yeah. Like,
I want our boys to look back and be like, wow, my dad was a damn baller. Like, he did his damn thing, Yeah. And so that's the most important thing for me. Especially,
I think it's clear you're a baller.
Yeah, hopefully.
But I think that I'm proud of like the father you are. I think you're the perfect role model, and like, in the fact that when adversity strikes, adversity always going to be there.
Yeah.
Like, you look it straight in the face and you're like, all right, what you got? Like, I'm going to overcome whatever is thrown my way.
Yeah.
And I think that that's more important. And like, that's what I love about you more than you being a baller. Like, I didn't fall in love with baller Raheem. I fell in love with a guy that came from nothing and turned it into something.
Yeah. And she was there when I was getting benched, at Purdue. I got cussed out right in front of her.
By your running backs coach.
By my position coach, my junior year. Got injured. I tore my PCL. my sophomore year. So that kind of, you know, didn't help the fact that we had a new hire coming in, you know, my junior year.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have too much film on me because I missed like 5 or 6 games that year and came back for the old Oaken Bucket against Indiana.
But you had a lot of adversity off the field.
I did.
And I think we need to get into that because sure, everybody has their adversity on the field. If you're a player, if you're a soccer player, a football player, you have your fair share of injuries, you have your fair share of disagreements with coaches, whatever. Game plans don't, you know, you end up with a loss, okay?
Yeah.
But I think that it's the stuff off the field that, you know, I'll let you get into.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to touch on.
No, honestly. And
I know it's personal because that stuff is,
yeah.
I mean,
but
we went through some dark times because of your personal life at Purdue.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like dark times in our relationship. Like Raheem and I
we've
never broken up in
13 years. We haven't had a single breakup.
So I don't mean, you know, dark times between us. I mean dark times
exterior,
with your family situation.
So my junior year, you know, doing well in track.
I mean, we can start freshman year, Raheem. I mean, when we first started, you know, talking, you would like call me at 2:00 in the morning and you'd be like, well, you know, there's domestic violence at my house and like, can I just come over and just stay at your place? Like, there's police at my house and I just need to talk to you.
Yeah.
So like it started really there.
It started there. Yeah. I mean, you know, growing up, it was tough. You know, I look at your family and I'm like, wow, like this is like what a family is supposed to be. Right. But like every family is not always that situation. Right.
Right. No, for sure.
But I love
grateful.
your parents. Like your parents are absolutely amazing. I remember the first day I met your dad.
Yeah.
And it was,
he took us on our first date.
Yeah. He took us on our first date and it was actually to like a Halloween.
A haunted house. Yeah.
A Halloween haunted house, which was like, I'm like, what? These things exist? Like, I didn't know haunted. Growing up, it was like being down here in Florida, you don't get to see that. Like, you don't go to a haunted house. The only thing that's haunted is when you go to like Orlando and go like horror night, right?
Yeah.
In Orlando at the theme park. Like, that's the
But like
only...
looking back, that's funny because athletes weren't allowed to have cars on campus.
Yeah.
At least freshman athletes, I should say.
Yeah.
So we didn't have a car.
Yeah, we didn't have a car.
And so my dad had to drive us to our first
he drove us to our first date.
We'll call it a date, but
yeah. I got to meet him and that was it was intense. I ain't gonna lie. I was very uncomfortable meeting your dad for the first time, just because I don't.
Now look at you guys, best friends.
No, we're like this. Like, that's my dog. Like, we'll do anything for each other.
Yeah.
It was cool because he barely talked to me though. Like he's like
quiet.
Yeah, he's a quiet guy. So like if he says
to
anything,
himself.
Yeah, he's to himself and he's like, yep, all right, honey, okay, baby, like that's who he is. But like,
you guys are like blood brothers.
We're like blood brothers now. Like we're like Hangover, right?
Yeah,
we're like we're sharing blood now.
Wolf pack.
We're the wolf pack.
Yeah,
it's just us two.
We are.
Yeah,
but
us and Wilson.
That's a different vibe from, you know, what you grew up with.
Yeah. Nah, it was definitely different. You know, just seeing how, you know, like I said, the dynamics of your family and then how my family was raised was like two different spectrums.
Yeah.
It was like I was trying to get out of a situation while your home was a great situation. Like your dad and your mom are just like lovely. Like they took care of you. They took care of their daughter.
Yeah.
And they did everything they possibly can to show support, right? It's not just being there, but it's also about, you know, showing support and doing all the little things, like hearing the stories about how your parents would drive you all the way across country just for a soccer game and back. And, you know, every little thing about that, it inspires me to be that type of a parent, right? Like, that's what I want to be for our kids.
Yeah.
You know, being able to travel to games and being like, you know me, I hate driving. Like, I get in the car, if it's a 2-hour drive, I'm like...
He's like a 45 minutes and done kind of guy.
Yeah,
like, if it's longer than 45 minutes, No.
I'm like, are we there yet? Like, how much longer we got? This is crazy.
Yeah.
But like, your dad's like, oh yeah, you know, I drove like 12 hours, like 6 there, 6 back. Yeah, no big deal. All in one day. We even stayed and watched the game. Oh yeah, do you remember we also had this? We stopped here and look at. I'm like,
yeah, we have a lot of stories traveling across country just for soccer games, but
the dynamic though is like that's what you want. That's what you want to see, and I
think that's always kind of been your underlying reason why.
Mm-hmm.
And like you've talked about this in interviews before, where like your why was your future family. Like you didn't want your kids to grow up the way that you did.
Right.
Like you knew you had to get out of Florida to, you know, be successful, I guess, and you know, to be the first person in your family to graduate. You went all the way to Indiana. You know,
from Florida.
Yeah.
Like that's a tough ask.
Yeah.
If you ask any kid from Florida, you know, hey, you're just gonna leave your family and go by yourself to a unknown chartered like place like Indiana, which is nothing but like cornfields and like snow and
the first time it snowed at Purdue, during our freshman year, he texted me, he's like, what do I do? I'm like, you're going to need a hat and boots because it's about to get cold.
Yeah. I actually had a teammate who I bought boots from.
Yeah.
Ralph Lauren boots.
Yeah.
Those things were durable too. I love them.
They lasted through the years.
Yeah, lasted through the years. I had to get rid of them my senior year. And I actually bought a pea coat.
Yeah, your pea coat.
From, was it Target? No, it was J.C. Penney's.
Yeah, probably.
J.C. Penney's over at the
Lafayette Mall.
Lafayette Mall, yeah. Damn.
Tippecanoe, right?
Tippecanoe, yeah. Tippecanoe Mall. Whew,
sheesh.
Boy, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, your pea coat.
Your
Ralph Lauren boots. Are we giving you an image here?
Yeah.
Beanie.
I had the Ralph Lauren beanie.
Yeah.
I always stay with a Ralph Lauren beanie.
I honestly think we still have it.
Yeah,
I think we still have it.
But yeah, so that was me right there in a nutshell. Our freshman year, just trying to get used to the cold weather. But like you said, it was just about being in a situation where I wanted to get out of and viewing myself as having better, right? You know, like I wanted beautiful kids. I wanted a beautiful wife. You know, I wanted a beautiful home. I want to be able to, you know, not have to worry about where my next meal is going to come from. And the only way to do that was just to keep grinding, keep believing in myself.
And I think going back to our conversation on if you should have transferred to Ohio State, that, you know, when you got the new coaching chance. Yeah, but you were like, you know what? A degree from Purdue means a lot.
Yeah.
Not that one from Ohio State doesn't, but you were already established at Purdue. You were already in a program. You already had classes. And you were like, at the end of the day, if football doesn't work out, I have a degree from Purdue, which is, you know, top tier.
Yeah. And then on top of that, it was like, I didn't necessarily know what I wanted to do. Yeah. But I knew that, you know, having a background in
business, entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
You know,
all that stuff and having connections to build in Purdue's atmosphere will help me carry over into the real world. Like,
for sure.
You know, I still got...
You know, football's not forever, and we weren't sure at that point.
Yeah, no.
If it would, you know...
Yeah, my junior and senior year was tough.
Go to the NFL.
Yeah, my junior and senior year were tough. I was a starting running back coming in after making a splash on the track. Yeah. Starting running back, you know, and then after a while I got benched. Yeah. And then next thing you know, I took a back burner, you know, and I don't know why. It was one of those scenarios where the coach just, I guess he didn't believe in me all that much, but I hyped him up because of what I was doing away from football, right?
Yeah, like, right. You brought attention to him.
I brought attention that, he's the fastest guy in college football, so you have to play him. Like, you can't have this kid just sit on the bench when he's known as the fastest guy in college football. Yeah. Like, he went to NCAAs in both indoor and outdoor for a sport that he rarely even does. Like, I ran my freshman year. Yeah. And I made the Big Ten championship, and I came in like maybe 6th, 5th. Yeah. In the 60 meters.
Well, it was those cookies during our Christmas break that really just set that thing off.
Wanted me to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
No.
and plus it was
You
like,
really just put your mind to it.
yeah. But the thing was, is like, I had to look at myself and be like, I'm not making an impact somewhere. So I need to like do my own thing. And track is like perfect for that.
Yeah.
Like,
It was kind of like a single, like individual sport.
Yeah.
But I mean, you did help.
I helped
your
the team. I
Yeah.
helped the team get points and try to win the Big Ten championship as a team.
For
you
sure.
know, on the men's side. But you know, I also had coaches, Coach Green and Coach Elliott, who both truly believed in me. Like they really wanted
Even
to
on
see
the
me
football
grow.
field too.
Yeah, yeah. They were like, "Look, you do this, take care of these things. It'll work out not only here but on the field as well."
Right.
And so I had that mindset of, okay, well, it's go time. So they made me want to race. That was the start.
Yeah.
Started something of truly believing in yourself, you know?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, so moving forward, you know, junior and senior year happened. Coming out of college, didn't get drafted.
No.
You know, remember sitting at the apartment.
At our place.
Yeah. At our place, Kylie Cove.
Yeah.
What was our number? You remember?
Shit. No.
307?
I don't remember. I have no idea.
Oh God.
I really have no idea.
Dang, I thought it was gonna be good. I thought we were gonna get one.
No.
Before we get back to the pod, I got to tell you guys about HelloFresh. HelloFresh hooks you up with breakfast, lunches, and snacks, all part of the playbook. It's the fuel I use for my podcast grind. HelloFresh is offering charcuterie boards that score big this holiday season and desserts that are straight up touchdowns. With over 45 weekly recipes, 100 curated picks, every bite is a celebration. Listen, I know what you're thinking. This sounds too good to be true. It's probably super expensive to have meals shipped to your home. Think again. HelloFresh is cheaper than grocery shopping and less expensive than takeout. That means less stress in your day and more money back in your pocket. But that's not the best part. I bargained with HelloFresh to get my listeners an exclusive deal. Free breakfast for life. I'm not kidding. For life. Yes, for life. So join me and many others by going to HelloFresh.com/RaheemFree and use code RaheemFree for free breakfast for life. One breakfast item per box while subscription is active. That's free breakfast for life at HelloFresh.com/RaheemFree with code RaheemFree.
Senior year comes, you know, I don't get that much production. So now it's draft and we're sitting at Kylie Cove. Tell me about how you felt during that whole process after seeing me in the state that I was in. Like, what was going through your head when I wasn't getting drafted? And like, also, did you feel like there was a next chapter, maybe after football, or even so?
Like, did I think football was going to continue?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you had calls coming in 6th round, 7th round. And I think at one point we thought, I think Atlanta was going to bite.
Yep.
We thought, like, they were like, we're going to draft you. And you know how the draft works. Like, things get moved around. People trade up, this, that, and the other. So it didn't end up happening. But, I mean, like, you had a bunch of calls coming in. You had teams who wanted you to switch to corner. And you were like, well, if I go to them, they don't want me to play. You know, you were kind of like a wide receiver running back hybrid.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, if you play corner, like, we'll take you. And I think Philly, where you actually ended up going, was like, you know, we love your speed. Like, we think you're going to be, you fit the system. You're going to be an amazing special teamer here. And I think you saw that opportunity. You saw the running back room there, which was stacked with talent. But you saw that not as competition. You saw that as, oh, I can learn from them.
Yeah.
And so it was like Darren Sproles, Ryan Matthews, DeMarco Murray.
Yep.
And like, you really just took advantage of your opportunity there to just be a sponge.
Yeah.
And I think that your effort special teams wise, but also your effort just to like retain the knowledge that those guys have had and gained during their careers really helped propel your career, you know, early on. Like, even though you might not have been given the opportunity on the field, you were still collecting all of those little nuggets. You were still tweaking your game, like, in practice. It might not have been in the game, but I mean, that your rookie season, preseason, you had the most yards for a running back?
Yeah, most yards from an offensive player.
Yeah.
Yeah, that year.
So like you took advantage of your opportunity in the preseason and like every opportunity that you did get on the field, but like you also were a sponge in the meeting rooms. So I think that's really helped you.
I would say this, like it's very important for people to understand that like you may not be able to get, you know, that dream job right away. And you might have to work your tail off, work your ass off to get to that position.
Right.
But every little detail matters in the process of getting there, right? Like if you feel like you wanted to, like for me, for instance, right, my ultimate goal in this football journey is to have a gold jacket.
Right. And it always
how many times have I told you that? Like
that's the ultimate goal.
That's the ultimate goal for me. Like that's always been the number one, right? Is to get a gold jacket and to be in Canton, Ohio. Tell them about what we used to do every off season in Canton.
Like drive by the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm going to be in there one day. Like that is my end. Like that's my goal.
Yeah.
Like that is all I want is a gold jacket.
Like, and how many times would people be like, have you ever been there? Have you ever stopped there? And what would be my answer?
No.
Why?
Ooh. I don't know. Am I supposed to know?
Yeah, of course you're supposed to know.
But I don't think I do.
The reason why we haven't stopped there and went in is because the only time I want to go there is when
you're in there.
I'm enshrined in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could have used context clues to come up with that, but I didn't.
Yeah, no, you didn't.
Damn it.
Nah, it's all good though. No, but that's honestly, but like, we used to always take those trips because you're from Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm from Ohio.
Yeah.
So we always used to drive by it, and like we never would stop and we'd be like, we should go, but you never wanted to.
I never wanted to go because I felt like the only way I was gonna go and, you know, be a part of that is if I get a gold jacket. Like that was my ultimate goal.
Yeah.
And it still is. Like, you know, I know like right now, you know, I'm in year 9 and, you know, I've seen and watched a bunch of greats, you know, getting enshrined and stuff like that. And, you know, the trajectory of my career hasn't been, you know, easy sailing, you know, to get to that level. But
neither has your life. So like, I think it's not a far-fetched idea. It's not out. People can laugh in your face. People have done it your entire life.
Right.
But like, you know, it's like your interview post NFC Championship game where you're like, you know, there would be doubters and naysayers, but like, I've never given up on my dreams. And, you know, you were like, I think you said, look where I'm at now. Yeah. Like you know, you had just scored 4 touchdowns in the NFC Championship game, taking your team to the Super Bowl. So like, really, look where you're at now.
Yeah.
You never gave up on your dreams. Yeah.
And that's how, you know, I continue to, you know, wanting to be the best. Like I have that mindset every day I'm on the field. Now there's certain circumstances that happen, like, you know, coach may not like you, and it's not for me. Right. Like, I'm not saying this is happening to me, but like, coach may not like you. Coach may not want to put you out there. You're probably not doing as good as you thought you could, but like, you could still work on the details of everything in order to get to where you want to be. Like,
that's what you did in your early career.
Yeah, I did.
Like, you might not have gotten the spotlight on game day.
Yeah, I took in everything that Darren Sproles taught me.
You did.
Like,
you loved Darren Sproles.
Yeah,
you still love Darren Sproles.
I still do. He's gonna be a guy that I'm gonna always thank for the rest of my life, just because I know that the journey that he had too. You know, people overlooking him and saying that he's not going to be much of anything because of his stature. Exactly. You know, and he's not built like a typical running back and all this other stuff.
That shit is bullshit.
Yeah, the guy's a true
people
playmaker.
Make up whatever they want to make up to try and doubt people.
Yeah, and
you both are examples of, you know, not letting what people say matter.
Yeah, no, you can't, because once you let that, you know, be ingrained in your brain, it's almost like you might as well just stop playing or stop, believing in yourself. I hate to say that, but like, you can't let other people affect your ultimate goal.
Yeah.
Like you should surround yourself with people that can see the vision as clear as you can. Yeah. Right. And that's what you did for me. Like, you gave me, a true clear path. I mean, even when we were with the Browns.
Yeah.
And
there we go.
Remember we celebrated at Hyde Park. We had a nice steak dinner.
Yeah. So Raheem had made the 53-man roster.
Yep.
And I think that was your official, like, post-training camp.
Yeah.
53-man roster. You had been on, 53-man rosters during that season, but you went through training camp with the Browns.
Preseason, training camp.
Preseason.
All that stuff.
Made the 53.
Yep. Celebrated that night.
Had a nice steak dinner. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Right at Crocker.
Yep.
And then next morning, what was that day?
It was my bridal shower.
Yep.
And, went into it on a high because Raheem had made the 53. And during my bridal shower, and I didn't know this at the time, but everybody that was there did, Raheem was released from the team. Got
the call about noon, 1-ish.
Mm-hmm.
I was just sitting at our apartment, getting ready to go in.
Yeah.
And they said, "Hey, Raheem, you mind bringing your iPad with you?"
Bring in your iPad.
Bring in your iPad with you. Come to the facility, bring your iPad. Mm-hmm. And we've heard that story once before.
Bring in your iPad's never good.
Never good.
Never good.
And so, bring in your iPad. And I brought in my iPad, and they said that, they're gonna cut me. Yeah. After initially making the 53-man roster.
Yeah.
On the day you had your bridal shower.
Yeah. So
I call your dad.
Yeah. My dad was the only guy at my bridal shower.
Yeah.
And Raheem called my dad to let him know that he had been released, and they had come up with this, not a plan, but just like, let's let Dev enjoy her day.
Yeah. You gotta enjoy it. You gotta enjoy your day. Sometimes you gotta take sacrifices for the greater good, right?
Yeah.
So the greater good.
It was so sweet of you guys, and it was.
Yeah, me and your dad came up with this formula. He was just like, "Hey, look, I'm with the ladies right now." I call him up. I'm like, "Hey, Kev, like, you mind stepping away from the girls for a second?" He's like, "Yeah, what's up, bud? Like, what's going on?"
Yeah.
And he had no idea. And so I called him out, and once I said that, "Hey, look, step away from the ladies. I gotta tell you something." And he was like, "Yeah, what's up, bud? Like, what's going on?" And I was like, "You wouldn't even believe this, like, even if I told you. But I don't know if you know, but I just got released by the Browns." And he's like, "No shit. Like, are you kidding me?" He's like, "Dude, you just made the roster." And I was like, "Yeah, I know." And he was like, all right. Well, yeah, I think the best thing to do right now, he's like, "Have you told Dev yet?" And I was like, "No, I didn't tell. I'm not going to tell her. I'm not going to tell Dev." He's like, "All right, that's good. Yeah, let's wait until, later on tonight, and then we'll talk about it." Yeah. And I'm not going to tell the ladies right now because that will just crush their day. Like,
yeah.
And I was
like some of my girlfriends on the Browns knew, but like they were equally as sweet in not telling me.
See, I had no idea about that.
Yeah, like Charlie Hewlett's wife knew.
Yeah.
I think Mara knew. Like, my girls knew, but they like didn't want to break my heart at my bridal shower, which is so nice of all of you guys. But
yeah, I mean that's a day that you want to remember, not for the bad, but like you celebrate with your girls. I didn't want to put you in that position where I hate to hide that from you, right?
Yeah,
like,
no, for sure. But like, you also didn't want me crying at
I didn't want
my bridal shower.
I didn't want you to think like, oh, my bridal shower was the worst moment of my life. Like, no, heck no. You deserve that moment. I'm not gonna, because of my career, I'm not gonna ruin that. Like, no.
And it didn't ruin it. It just was another flip. Where your life goes the opposite direction, and I think we ended up a jet.
Yeah. Well,
right?
So you get home, you get to our apartment. I'm laying on our what was it? That leather couch.
Yeah.
That couch was actually comfortable too. I hate getting rid of that one.
I know.
We had that for years too.
We did, but all of our furniture ended up so beat up because we had moved so many times over this NFL journey.
Wilson.
And our dog?
Yeah, Wilson.
Well, he's not beat up, but like, he's my road dog.
No, he beat up the furniture too.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, where are you going with this?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Wilson's probably over moving too.
Yeah, he's
a little beat up. He's over it.
Yeah, he was frustrated.
He's my co-pilot in the cars.
He was a part of the journey. Still is a part of the journey.
Yeah.
He's about 11 now. And we had that conversation on the couch.
Yeah.
And you remember what I asked you?
I mean, you were like, should we keep going? Like, should I keep playing? Like, is this how the journey ends? Is this how the journey's going to go? And
what was the question you asked me?
I said, do you love football? Like, do you still love the game?
And
I knew the answer.
Yeah.
I know you love this shit. You live for this. Like, you love this.
Yeah.
And you were like, yeah, I do.
And then what'd you say?
Well, there's your answer.
Yep.
Like,
there's your answers. You keep
going.
Keep
this
going.
Is your dream, and I will forever stand beside you, behind you, wherever you want, in front of you. If you need me to, be an O lineman, whatever you need, I'll do it.
Be a fullback for me.
Yeah, whatever you need.
Alec will take offense to that though right now.
I think wifey could block too.
Oh yeah.
Put me out there.
Oh snap.
I'll block for you.
Ooh, I don't think you want them problems, girl. Oh no.
I'll do what I can.
Don't mean that it ain't gonna hurt. You gonna feel it now. You gonna wake up. You gonna be like
for sure
stuck. You gonna be, baby. You give me a pack of ice.
I can try. I can try.
Yeah, you can try.
I'll lay it all on the line for you. Okay.
I appreciate that. But yeah, we became a Jet the following week, and we were there for a week.
Solid week. Put in a good solid work. Yeah. And then, you were picked up 53 for the Bears.
Yeah, for the Bears, and then got cut and signed back to their practice squad off and on for 2 games. Yeah. And then that's when I made that decision to, because I broke my pinky.
Yeah.
We got cleared by the doctor.
Yeah.
And then,
then you ended up a Niner.
I ended up a Niner for about 7 years.
Yeah.
So from 2016 up until 2021. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that was my last year as a Niner.
Those were the days.
Yeah.
Those were the big opportunity days.
Yeah.
Where you
a lot of ups and downs during that whole process. More ups than downs, right?
Yeah.
Had to deal with a few things, injury.
It's part of the game.
Opportunities. Felt like I wasn't getting the opportunity that
Well, again, you had a coaching change.
Yeah.
You ended up on the Niners because Chip Kelly.
Yep.
And Chip Kelly was your coach on your first team in Philly.
Yep. And so he helped it. I got to give nothing but thanks to Chip Kelly for giving me an opportunity.
Love Chip.
Yeah.
Thankful for Chip.
I'm thankful for Chip for sure.
Yeah.
He saw something in me, and we still communicate to this day.
You do?
We were out in UCLA last year.
You always make sure if you're in the same city as Chip.
Same city. Every time I'm in the same city with Chip, me and him always go and talk, and we catch up, and it's always good. So
that's one thing about you I truly admire is you've been on so many teams, and you've never burnt any bridges, even when people tried to like slam the door in your face, kind of, and you're like, it's not personal. At the end of the day, this is business, which some people, I think, on the outsides don't see it. I guess it is business, but like this is.
Now talk about that, like you being a wife to a football player, and you see both the ins and outs, right? You can.
Yeah, like I see the personal side because it is personal. This is our life.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I do have to sometimes see it as a business.
What's up, everybody? If you are a college football fan like me, if you know a college football fan that's in your life, you need to go cop this shirt. New designs dropping all the time. It's the perfect gift with the holiday season coming around. If you don't have this thing, you're missing out. Great material, great fabric. I wear it all the time. Go get yours today.
It's a business move for players. It's a business move for organizations. And sometimes it's hard to see the organization's part because I see I'm on the personal side.
Yeah.
But
sometimes you got to take the personal out of it, right? And
yeah.
It truly is straight business. Like suit and tie, you know, I gotta put on my slacks for the off season and figure out what's the, you know, best move for the family.
I mean, it's like the 49ers thing.
Yeah.
We were with the 49ers for 6 seasons, 7 years. And like, that was home.
Yeah.
That was our home. We
Bay Area. That's all we knew. We loved it there. Yeah.
But you ended up having to make a business move.
Yeah. It wasn't
personal. We loved it there.
It wasn't personal. It wasn't personal at all.
It felt like it. Like, if, you know.
It wasn't
It was
personal.
family. Like, the Niners really was our home.
Yeah.
And some of our best friends still live out there.
We didn't want to leave, but
No.
you know, that's the part of the business, and when there's a better opportunity, you do have to take that, and you have to count on yourself, and truly believe in yourself, and that's what we did. We took that leap.
We were like, it's time.
Yeah.
We took the leap, and
no, I still love my boys over there. You know, they're always going to be
the Niners. We still have love for the Bay Area.
Yeah. I love everything about them over there. You know, it's always going to be love, and you know, at some point when I'm going back over there, you know, I know that it's going to be all love too, you know. Once a Niner, always a Niner. And that's just a part of the journey, you know.
It is.
Like
it was a good part of our journey.
Yeah, it was a good part. It was good. You know, that was a blessed part. You know, got to be able to do a lot of great things over there, and you know, I'm just trying to do that over here in Miami too. Yeah. You know, so
you're doing a good job of it.
Yeah, trying to help this team get to the playoffs and win a game. I think that's the most important thing.
Trying to make history yourself too. Yeah. Break some records
along the way. You know,
you're inching close.
We're getting close. You know, I got my eye on one record, and it's gonna mean a lot. You know, especially being from Florida. My first ever game with Grandpa Dennis was a Miami Dolphin game, and that was the first time I ever watched Ricky Williams run. And you know, I met Ricky Williams this past year, and he's a great guy. Unbelievable story. Super intelligent dude. And yeah, I'm be able to, hopefully, fingers crossed, break his record for most touchdowns in Dolphins history, rushing touchdowns, that is, which is at 16. And right now, currently, I'm at 13. And I have 6 more games left. So I got a chance to do it.
Yeah.
You know, I got a chance to do it. And we'll see. It's fun. It's a fun ride. I got 15 total touchdowns. And it's a great ride.
Yes, it's been a great ride.
Yeah.
It's nowhere near done.
No, it's nowhere near done.
That's the best part. That's the best part.
That is the best part. So, if there's anything else that you want to cover in this episode, you know, I think that we've hit pretty much everything.
Yeah.
From, you know, all the beginning, how we started, where we met, you know, up until our journey right now. We didn't get into the deeps of the actual cuts and what we had to do.
Right. Maybe there'll be a second episode.
You heard it first from Wifey.
No, there's a lot to cover in 13 years. We really have been on a roller coaster.
But we could say that we've had the best journey, though.
The best.
It's been trials and tribulations along the way, but honestly, it has been one of the best journeys, if not the best journey, that both you and I partake in upon us.
We've definitely been relentlessly motivated.
Yeah. And also, I don't know if y'all know, we got some gear right here. I'm wearing the hoodie, Relentlessly Motivated hoodie. And then I also got the hat. My wife's wearing the crew neck, and then on the sleeve it says,
there will be doubters and naysayers. Never give up on your dreams. So,
you know, we got merchandise coming soon. Yeah. We're building up that, and this go and cop it whenever we drop it. So
yeah, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I'm proud of us.
This journey.
Yeah, our journey is not over yet.
It's nowhere near
Not over yet.
No.
And we just got to continue to stay grounded.
Yeah. We'll keep riding the wave wherever it takes us.
Keep riding the wave, dude.
Yeah.
and also, make sure that we're grounded in our faith and belief in one another and in the man upstairs as well.
Mm-hmm.
And also, helping raise these beautiful kids that we have.
Mm-hmm.
And trying to provide for those little nuggets, because they truly are our pride and joy. They do everything that we do, and
they love watching you.
They love watching
day in and day out.
Yeah,
but
you do a
also
great job. She does a great job
Sundays.
of bringing the boys to the games, and they actually, even our youngest one, Miles, he's 1 year old, and he's in tune with the game. Like,
it's so important for me to bring them to your games, because I need them to not just see what you do, but to like appreciate what you do. And they really do watch. They love seeing you live out your dreams. And like, football isn't forever. Do I think you're going to be done in the next like couple years? No, you're going to do this until the wheels fall off. I know you love this.
Yeah.
You live for this. We live for this. We love it.
Yeah.
But I need them to have these memories too. I don't.
Yeah.
It's something that's really special. No,
you can't hold them back.
It's special for us. And even if they don't remember, we do.
Yeah.
And I love these memories. I love that we get to
take
live
videos.
out your dream as a family. And,
yeah, I
there's
love
all these
seeing
pictures
you guys.
in case they don't remember.
I love seeing you guys in the crowd. You got G-Man flexing, putting his arms up. Nico's doing the same
daddy
thing.
Strength.
Yeah, they doing everything they possibly can. So it's
special. It really is.
It is. You definitely have to get your kids involved in what you do. There is a book that I read on a daily basis, and I put probably like at least 5 to 10 guys on this book. It's called The Daily Dad. And it's probably the best like dad book you possibly can get. Mm-hmm. It talks about like all these things from being present to allowing kids to come witness what you do for a living and truly see if they want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like how I feel on my stance about our boys not playing football. Like I don't want them to play.
Same.
But
but if they want to, we will let them trust
if they
us.
want to.
But if we had to choose, we are not choosing football. This sport is rough.
Yeah, the sport's rough. I don't like the outcome of it. With concussions and bones being broken and surgeries.
Nobody wants that for their kids.
Yeah, and CTE. Like I don't want to have to deal with that with my kids, especially at an early age. They don't need to be doing that.
No.
But that's my stance on it. That's our stance on it.
Yeah.
But if my sons ask if they want to play, who am I to stop them?
Right.
Like
nobody stopped you, and
nobody
that's
stopped
their dream.
Yeah.
We'll support it.
I'm gonna have. You're gonna have my full 100%.
100% coaching. You're probably going to be their first coach. Let's be honest.
I don't know yet. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
But it's.
I mean, you're not going to be their golf coach, so
who ain't?
You.
Well, I'm gonna get right to the lab this off season. I got the clubs ready. The membership's up, so
you got the clubs and the membership. But
I got to get that practice in. That's it.
No, I know.
I got to get away from you guys for a couple of days here and there during the off season.
About to be a golf widow.
Yeah, golf widow. But honestly, I just want to. Tell you and thank you for everything. With everything that's going on, the process that we went through, the process that we endured.
Yeah. There's a lot of moving. A lot of moving parts.
A lot of moving parts. From Philly to Miami for the first time.
Yeah. 2015.
2015. 2015 rookie year. To now we're here, and just trying to make a splash. That's all. So just want to say appreciate you, girl. Mm-hmm. Like always, my sugar plum. It's
we
good
appreciate
Christmas
you.
time. Yeah, and let's continue this success. The story. It's not written yet. There's a lot of pages to be written. So
a lot more chapters.
A lot more chapters. So. Appreciate you, girl. Appreciate you being on the pod.
Yeah.
Hopefully you have fun.
I love it.
Okay. All
Thanks
right.
for having me.
Yeah, well, hopefully there's a part 2 with this young lady.
Yeah.
We'll see though. But hey, appreciate you guys tuning in, and always stay relentlessly motivated here on the podcast. Y'all have a good one.
See you guys.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode with Gilbert Burns. Hope you guys enjoyed our conversation. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on anywhere that you find your podcast. And follow us on social media for highlights on the show. Until next time.